Welcome to The Healing Artist. I'm your host, Frida. Hi, friends. So today I'm bringing the energy of the rose if you're watching this on YouTube or on your podcast catcher with the video. I have bought these beautiful flowers for myself to celebrate the conclusion of my free week of healing that I did at the beginning of June. And for today's Hump Day healing, I wanted to continue sharing those class recordings with you because I think they're really helpful. And in me listening back to them in order to record this opening segment for you, I'm realizing like all of these days were really about grounding. The entire week, the message that kept coming through was about staying deeply rooted within the seat of yourself to not get bumped around in the chaos of the external world. All right, my friends, enjoy this grounding episode from our free week with Archangel Metatron. All right, my loves, I am nothing but a taskmaster strict to time. So it is 7 o'clock, my dears, and we're going to go ahead and get started. And again, it is just a true honor to be with you guys this morning, especially for some new folks that I haven't met yet. And what a delight. It's truly. So my friends, we're going to begin today by rubbing our hands together. Rub the palms of your hands together faster. We're generating a heat between the palms of our hands. Breathing as we go, rubbing faster and faster. And then you're going to take the palms of your hands and you're going to slowly begin to pull those apart. 1, 2, 3, 4 inches apart, 6 inches apart. Pull them apart until you can feel that crackling electricity. Sort of pull it apart until you can feel that on the edge. And at first, sometimes we have to imagine these things. We don't feel them right away, but you might be able to feel the electricity between your palms of your hands, which is wonderful. But we're just going to take that electricity between the palms of your hands, and then we're going to imagine the great central sun, glowing, white, hot, bright, lemon yellow, electric orange sun between the palms of our hands. And we're just going to take that and burst that out into our auric field now. Just bursting that out 360. And as it goes through our auric field, which is like this big egg that sort of surrounds us, our energetic body, it's just cleaning and clearing as it goes. Removing anybody else's energy that is hanging out in your auric field at this time. Sort of giving you a clean slate this morning. Let's go ahead and place our hands on our heart. And we're going to pull ourselves into our bodies and get grounded here with 3 deep breaths. So wiggle your toes and sort of feel the bum on your chair where you're sitting. So we're pulling ourselves down in our lower chakras as we breathe. So breathing in. Really feel into your feet. Breathing out. Breathing in and out. One more deep breath, breathing in and breathing out. Now we're going to drop our roots and grounding cords. So I'm going to have you imagine that on the bottom of each of your feet, you have a little spinning foot chakra. And it starts spinning clockwise, spinning open until the bottom of both of your feet are just open windows. And when that opens up, we're going to drop 500 energetic tree roots of light down through your left foot and 500 energetic tree roots of light down through your right foot. Down, in, deep, far, and wide. 1,000 energetic tree roots of light in total. Down and in and down and in, just imagining them going down to the core center of true earth, making that connection. And then we're going to imagine this rich, high vibrational, nourishing energy shooting up those roots into our feet, over our ankles, up our shins, calves, knees, the tops of our legs, our thighs, into our reproductive organs, and into our pelvic floor. And then we're going to imagine our root chakra, which is sort of located in where our hips are, sitting on the chair there, the perineum, the pelvic floor there. We're going to imagine that that root chakra just starts spinning open, spinning wide. And we're going to open that up until it is about 1.5 feet wide. And then we're going to drop this grounding cord down to the core center of the earth and imagine that rich, high vibrational, nourishing energy coming up that grounding cord into our pelvic floor, into our reproductive organs, zooming back and forth like a figure eight in our hip sockets, and shooting over the thighs, legs, knees, calves, shins, ankles, feet, and down into those energetic roots that we have established. And this is just really anchoring us into the earth, giving us this beautiful tripod stool of light, connecting us to our beautiful Mother Earth and the divine feminine nature that she holds within her. And I'm going to invite you to open up the front of your heart. So just see the front of your heart here and imagine in the front of it just opening up like a camera lens. And take the back of your heart and open that up so you have a hole through your heart. And we're going to run a beautiful golden circle of light from the back of the heart, through your heart, through the front of your heart, and down into the earth. From the back of your heart to the front of your heart and down into the earth. Just creating this beautiful golden circle. The backs of our hearts is where we receive. So working with the back of our heart is where we receive energy. The front of our hearts is where we give energy. And we're receiving from the earth, giving to the earth, going through the earth, receiving from the earth, giving to the earth, and receiving from the earth. Just this beautiful circle of reciprocity. Just anchoring us into the land. And from here, we're going to run through our chakra system, and we're just going to get our chakras all nice and lined up. So starting with our root chakra, we're going to imagine it as a little softball size of white light in front of our bodies, spinning around the area where we're seated around our hips. Softball size of white light, spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve our highest good. Becoming rebalanced, recharged, re-energized, and growing to the size of a basketball. Moving up to our sacral chakra, which is around the belly button. Softball size of white light, spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve our highest good. Becoming rebalanced, recharged, re-energized, and growing to the size of a basketball. Moving up to our solar plexus chakra, which is like at the base of the rib cage. Softball size of white light, spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve our highest good, becoming rebalanced, recharged, re-energized, and growing to the size of a basketball. Our heart chakra, softball size of white light, spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve our highest good, becoming rebalanced, recharged, re-energized, and growing to the size of a basketball. The throat, softball size of white light, spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve our highest good, becoming rebalanced, recharged, re-energized, and growing to the size of a basketball. Our third eye, which is in the center of our forehead or the middle of the brain, but we're going to imagine it right in front of our foreheads. Softball size of white light, spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve our highest good, becoming rebalanced, recharged, re-energized, and growing to the size of a basketball. And our crown chakra, which hangs out just on the top of our head. Softball size of white light, spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve our highest good, becoming rebalanced, recharged, re-energized, and growing to the size of a basketball. And now we're going to open our soul star chakra, which is about foot or so, 1.5 feet above our heads. Softball size of white light, spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve our highest good, becoming rebalanced, recharged, re-energized, and growing to the size of a basketball. We're going to open up the tops of our heads, again, like that camera aperture, opening up our crowns, opening up that soul star chakra and just shooting it like a big funnel up to source energy. Imagine a beam of light shooting down from source through your body, down to the core center of the earth, up through your body, up to source, down through your body, down to the center of the earth, up through your body, and back to source energy. Every chakra in your entire system, over 300, are spinning correctly in correct alignment, spinning out anything and anyone that doesn't serve your highest good. And from here, we're going to take our energy and we're going to push it out to the size of the room that we're in. Let's take our energy and push it out to the size of the building that we're in. Let's take our energy and push it out to the size of the state or province that we're on. Let's take our energy and push it out to the size of the world. Let's take our energy and push it out to the size of the galaxy, the universe, and all the way out to the very edges of the multiverse where we become pure source energy. All right, just feeling into what we have happening with us today. Today, I'm going to just ask you to be in receiving mode. Seems like we have a little activation coming here, a big activation. And we're going to be working with our friend Archangel Metatron. And we're just going to be in receiving mode and receiving some light codes and some sacred geometry. And we might have some messages here. We will have some messages. So just sit back there with your feet flat on the ground and just opening ourselves up to receive the energy that is coming your way now. And we're going to have some messages about grounding. And just know that as the messages are coming through, you are receiving this sacred geometry and these light codes. They are pouring down from source energy into this giant, wide, open funnel, pouring down into your crown and moving through all the areas of your body, filling you with golden light. It's golden light. And this new up level and upgrade. And you just are saying yes to receiving and just feeling and feeling into your body. Just noticing any sensations. And if your mind wants to jump in, go down and wiggle your toes. And pull yourself down into those lower chakras below your heart. And just receive. Today we bring you a message about grounding and a request. A request that you take your grounding seriously. And we ask for you, in the world of chaos that we are in, to take your body and drop your energetic roots, to place your feet in the grass on the soil, and to touch trees and be in nature in such a way that you are connected to the earth and that you can return to the earth and return to yourself over and over again to keep yourself deeply rooted so that you are not absorbing the chaos. For you cannot be shaken around like a rag doll when you are deeply connected to yourself and to the earth. Sometimes we do a little toning, so we might have some noises coming through here and just receive, receive. This almost feels like In each of you, there is like a little plant being planted within the stem, this little seed, this little sprout. And the sprout in the brain stem is saying, notice. Please help me notice. Notice when I am getting caught up in other people's stuff. Notice when I am getting caught up in the chaos of the world, the activities of others, how they are challenging me in my life and what I am doing, and the noticing to pinch you, energetically pinch you, and bring you back into yourself and say, hey, let me get grounded. Let me get grounded back into the seat of myself and connected to myself so that I can be the unswayable tree amongst the chaos. So it's almost like this little seed, the sprout planted in the brainstem is just saying, hey, and it's just to give you a tickle in noticing, in stopping the doom scroll, in stopping the news, in stopping listening to gossip and lies and things that are coming at you that become so incredibly overwhelming that they fry out your nervous system so that you cannot hear yourself. For the greatest gift that you can give yourself is to hear you, to get yourself connected to your I am presence, to get yourself connected to your higher self, to return to yourself over and over again, your inner knowing, your truth. Each one of us comes here to Earth and we have a different mission, a different Dharma, a different plan, different gifts, and different things that we would love to experience. Life is a smorgasbord of activities, a bunch of different feelings. There is no good or bad of all of the feelings that you can experience. We want the good, for it shows us what really good feels like. It is correct for us to experience things that are difficult so that again we can return to love. We can transmute those difficulties into love and move towards choosing love over and over again. But our current situation is intended to keep us in chaos. So we invite you again with this seed that is now planted, this sprout, to notice when the outside world is affecting you and then to ask you to get grounded. How do we get grounded? We do what we did right here. We just drop those energetic roots. You can meditate. You can walk in nature. You can take your hands to the sink and run them under the water, rubbing them together under the water, clearing your energy and returning to yourself again. We ask you to be careful about what you place into your frequency. So we ask you to just watch, what do you consume? What is the frequency of the scrolling or the programming that you put into yourself? For it is a reflection of who you are. These things make a difference. We would ask you to move towards things that are in a higher frequency and make you feel good as opposed to being afraid. Okay, and we're going to receive some codes here that are just streaming down from the top of your head. And these codes are about you getting connected to your discernment and just helping you to see things a little faster and to be able to connect to yourself and use your discernment in the world. So this is a beautiful gift. And all you have to do is just say yes, 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 and receive. Anything, any cotton candy clouds, anything standing in the way of you just receiving this is being moved out of the way very gently. I'm just going to run an energetic plunger of light through the body at this time. So the things that have come up around this, maybe any extra mental chitter chatter, anything standing in the way of you receiving all of these gifts that are coming to you at this moment, we're just going to go ahead and run a little energetic plunger from the top of the head down through the grounding cord, so down through the root, your seat where you're sitting. And we're just going to start. It's like sort of like a scanny plunger that's just removing all of the layers of dust, anything that's been brought up at this time. And we're just moving over the third eye, just cleaning and clearing as we go. The sinuses, the lips, teeth, tongue, gums, the jaw. Inviting you to just move your jaw a little bit here, just or like open it and move it there. There you go. Just moving it a little bit. Okay, moving into the throat and the brainstem. Just clearing things out of the way that we can move at this time. Really opening this throat area, opening you up to being able to speak your truth. Cleaning anything out of the way that's holding you back from speaking the truth that is coming from your womb, from your heart, through your throat. Moving into the shoulder areas here, just inviting in our team of guardian angels into the room with us, into the building, the car. Just inviting them into this space and then just asking them, please help us remove any burdens from our shoulders that we are holding right now. Any little bindles, backpacks, boxes, anything that we are carrying upon our shoulders, other people that are hanging around our neck, any monkeys on the back, anything bouncing around on your shoulders and weighing you down that is simply not yours to hold. Clearing these other people's energy. We're going to actually just pause here at the shoulders for a moment, and we're just going to go ahead and do a little cord cutting. It's a big cord cutting. We're going to go ahead, pausing at the shoulders. Whose energy are you holding in your energetic system at this time? We're just going to go ahead and bring that into conscious awareness. You may know, you may not. We have a lot of little tendrils and then some bigger ropey vines, bigger ropey roots, just sort of bringing those into your awareness at this time. And Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael, with his gigantic swords of truth, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to clean and cut these cords now. So we're going to go ahead, feeling into that cord, and we're just going to go ahead and blow it clear. Some of these cords just clear right away, just clearing up quickly. We're just going to do 3 blows here. And 1 more. All right. I'm really just feeling this in the shoulders. Sometimes people attach to us and they're having us carry things and we don't even realize we're carrying them. Or society, culture, America, all the things say that you have to. And it's like, no, actually, you don't. So, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, just pulling out these swords of truth. And we're going to go ahead and cut these cords now. Okay, wonderful. Returning everyone else's energy to themselves with love. Returning your own energy to yourself completely and totally. Any cord that was connected to you just sort of moves back in space and dissipates and falls away at your feet. There we go. So now we have able to put down these boxes, bindles, suitcases, and backpacks a little easier. Thanking our guardian angels for being with us, obviously always, but also to assist at this time. Thank you. All right, we're back to moving that plunger down over the upper heart, the heart, Anything that has come up to clear, any little molecules of dust and all the stuff, all that stuff is coming up to clear. We're just allowing that to get sent down the grounding cord now. We're in the solar plexus, the sacral, and the plunger's moving down through the root. Just taking all that energy and returning it to source to be recycled for the highest good of all. Okay, beautiful. Well done, well done. So now we're just going to come in and we're going to do one more nice infusion here. We've got some sacred geometry that's going to just come in and sit right in your heart. So just receive, receive, receive. And we're going to do a little toning here with our integration and receiving. Yeah. All right, inviting you to place your hand on your heart. We're going to do 3 more deep breaths together. Inviting you to breathe into your lower belly. So when you're breathing in, your lower belly is puffing out. And when you're breathing out, your lower belly is pushing in. So breathing in and just expanding outwards, breathing out, pulling that lower belly in like a bellows, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, my friends, you can wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and we'll go ahead and return to the room together. What an honor to be able to be of service to some new people today. It just is such an incredible gift. I want to invite you to go chug a glass of water. So we want you drinking water. When we do energy work, it is water really assists us in moving energies through our body. And yeah, it's great to stay hydrated. So chug a glass of water and be kind to yourself as you move through the day. And I'm pretty sure we got some advice about getting grounded. And yeah, that's all good things. All right, my dears, I'm going to stop the recording. You're welcome to stay and say hello if you would like to. I would be happy to meet you. All right, my dears, thank you. I hope you enjoyed that activation. It is always a pleasure to work with Archangel Metatron. He's really one of my favorites. Sacred geometry and the light codes and all of that sort of stuff. He is a powerful dude. And I'm way, way into Archangel Metatron. All right, friends. Thank you for joining us. If you have any interest in learning more about return to self-love, if you want to book a private session, if you want to go walk in the woods with me, if you want to get on my email list so that you know when things like the Full Moon Women's Circle are happening, go to my website, freetohealing.com, and sign up. Let's chat. Let's meet each other. I would love to meet you. All right, friends. I love you. God, Universe, Source loves you. And I hope you have a wonderful day.